Hi from New Zealand. I hope that you are doing well. We are full blown into winter here in New Zealand, but I don't live in the coldest place on the earth anymore, so I can be in my house and not be freezing, which is awesome. Which, if you know me at all, you know that that is a dream come true for me. So, this week, we talked about hopelessness last week. We've talked about a lot, haven't we? Whew, keep diving into real stuff. Walking through hard things, knowing that you can do hard things, believing this isn't your forever. And I had an email from someone this week that I thought I would share a part with you because I thought it would make you laugh at me and at what our little tribe is creating. But she had a horrific week, just lots of things out of her control, just really bad. And she texted me kind of in the midst of that or towards the end of it and said, I thought, what would Dana do? And her response was she would binge watch shows, text her people, and then get on with it. I thought, if I am teaching you nothing at all, I'm teaching you the power of TV shows and how they could change your life. Or what we began texting back and forth or messaging back and forth was, you realize your life isn't that bad. Like, you're not Juliet in Nashville, and you haven't had a breakdown in front of everybody and don't know where your plane is or where you are. So you realize maybe life isn't that bad. See, TV shows are helpful, you guys. They can change your life. So, anyways, but in the process of that, I actually did a video last week that didn't work. So I thought I would try to redo it today because I wanted to talk about when we feel stupid. It's no fun to feel stupid, but I know I feel stupid a lot of times, especially in the journey of figuring out what am I good at? What should I be doing with my life? What do I want to be when I grow up? Because I'm going to turn 40 this year. And in fact, I have a 40th birthday to FaceTime into today of one of my best friends because I can't fly there, unfortunately. So we're all turning 40 and we're all going, what do I want to be when I grow up? Some of us are getting new jobs, changing careers. I'm walking through with some people that are really close to me, different in age, but what do they want to be when they grow up? Some are in their 30s, some are in their 20s. So I thought I would just chat about it today. Thought I would start with this Einstein quote. Does that make me sound smart? Because it's really not. It's just a great quote. It's actually probably one of the most significant quotes in my life because it gave me my aha why moment. So let me read it to you, and then I'll talk about how I figured out life from here. I see I made notes, you guys. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Believing, you guys, that means absolutely 100% believing, thinking that it is stupid. It's by Albert Einstein. Now, again, we're not fish, we're not monkeys, there's no trees, there's no waters, it's real life. So let's take the cliche out and go, what does that look like? So sometimes you just got to start with the yucky, hard, honest questions. When do I feel stupid? I have a couple friends walking through things where they feel really stupid at work because they're not succeeding. Some friends are feeling really stupid at relationships because they're not succeeding. I can tell you one of the times I felt the stupidest was when I worked in a place where I never got picked to speak, but all of my same age colleagues got picked to speak all the time. Now, let me tell you something. In hindsight, that was the wisest decision that my leaders' bosses ever made because, 20-year-old Dana does not need to be on stage telling anybody anything. If we've learned anything from these videos, we've learned that 20-year-old Dana was a hot mess. 40-year-old Dana is pretty much a hot mess. But nonetheless, I felt really stupid because I thought I was a great speaker and communicator. I even won some communicating award that you were supposed to be on stage after that, and I didn't get picked. And it got my feelings hurt. And I felt really stupid. Thought, what am I doing wrong? And if I go back to kind of unpack this quote, I was looking at all these other people succeeding and speaking and communicating and leading things and doing trainings and all this stuff. And here I sat in the middle of one of the biggest cities in the world, feeling so stupid because I couldn't climb a tree. Really, I was supposed to be fishing. So what did that look like? I was not a teacher. I was not a preacher. I was not even really got put together. I was insecure and I was a hot mess. But what I was at heart was a coach. So I felt really stupid because I was looking at these guys and these women that were phenomenal at what they did. But it wasn't my style, but it was so close to what I wanted to do. It was communicating and what I thought I might be put on earth for. But I felt so stupid. And now again, if I can go back and if I could have coffee with 20-something Dana, I tell her a lot, but I would tell her, hey, stop looking at those guys. Stop looking at her. You guys are doing two totally different things. Figure out what your thing is. Because you're walking around like you feel stupid. So it's leaking out of you. So you're snapping at people. You're extra defensive. I was called defensive all the time in that particular job. And I was. But I said I wasn't. And I even had good bosses in my life that were encouraging to me. But man, the stupidness seeped out of me. So instead of, again, hitting it head on and figuring out why do I feel stupid? Why am I not getting picked? All of these things, I just got defensive. And in the end, I ran away, which, has made me who I am today, but I ran away. So I felt stupid when I didn't get chosen. Brought up some other issues of not getting picked and being left out and being overlooked. But I was spending too much time comparing myself, and I believed I would never be good at anything, especially the thing I thought I wanted to do, which was communicate and speak and unpack stories and unpack cliches. So maybe this week, look at, when do you feel stupid? Do you feel stupid because maybe you're going in a different direction than you probably should be because you're trying to be like someone else? Or do you feel stupid because maybe it's not your right time? Because it definitely wasn't my right time. Or do you feel stupid because it's close to what you want, but you got caught comparing yourself? So instead of comparing yourself to you and your talent, you're comparing yourself to other people. So instead of me getting better at communicating in a coaching style, I tried to communicate in a style that I was horrific at. And it was painful to watch, I'm sure. So when do you feel stupid? Because you're not stupid. You're just doing the wrong thing. You're actually a genius. There's actually something in you that this world needs. You are a genius at something. Believe me, it's true. I believe it with 100% of my heart. Finding out what that is takes courage. Adulting's hard, remember? But you can do it. You can walk through hard things. You can figure it out. And let's unpack that. Let's unpack that next week. Maybe let's talk about, how do you figure out if you're a fish or a monkey? What do you figure out you're doing? What do you figure out what you want to do? But this week, let's just walk through that hard thing. What do you feel stupid at? Is it maybe not really your thing? Is it maybe that it's not your time? Is it maybe a combination of all of them? And it's a little bit your thing, but because you're comparing, you're getting caught up instead of running your own race? I don't know, but you're a genius. So figure out what your genius is and stop looking at other people's genius. And for heavens to Betsy, stop judging. Let's stop being judgy. Remember? If we're judging in this team, we say, no, you're better than that. Who cares if they're climbing a tree? Just encourage them. Maybe say, hey, go swim in the ocean. But you're a genius. Okay, bye for now from New Zealand.